Hello and welcome to today's international presentation. My name is Richard Witts and I work for the University of Waikato in New Zealand, and today I'm going to be introducing you to New Zealand as a study destination, telling you a bit about the University of Waikato and why you might want to choose to study with us, and then telling you a bit about some of the programs, our most popular programs that we offer. And during the presentation, if you have any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat function and I'll answer them as we go along. So first of all, to introduce you to New Zealand. You can see this is a map of New Zealand. You can see the North Island where the majority of the population lives, and the South Island, which is really one of the most beautiful places in the world. The total population of New Zealand is about 5 million people. About 2 million of those live in Auckland, and there are 8 universities across New Zealand. So the University of Waikato is one of those 8, and our main campus is located in the city of Hamilton, and we have a secondary campus in the city of Tauranga, which is just east of Hamilton there. And I always tell students who are looking at New Zealand that it really is a laid-back and relaxed study destination, away from the big, huge universities, crowds of international students that you will find in other countries. And you'll really find that you have a friendly, safe, relaxed study experience in New Zealand, and a very high-quality study experience as well. So, why might you want to choose New Zealand? First of all, as I've said, quality. All New Zealand universities are ranked within the top 500 worldwide in the latest QS World Rankings. Safety. The country of New Zealand is actually the second most peaceful country in the world. The crime rates are very low, corruption rates are very low, and you'll really find that you have a very safe experience if you come to study with us. There are great work opportunities for students after graduation, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then also lifestyle. As I've said, New Zealand is easygoing and really is full of stunning natural beauty that you must explore if you do come to study with us. So, just to focus on employability and post-study work as well. So the New Zealand economy is currently strong and is projected to remain strong in future years despite COVID-19. We have something called the long-term skill shortage list, which gives you an idea of where there are skill shortages in New Zealand, and it might help you if you're looking to stay in New Zealand long term with your choice of study, your choice of subject when you come to study with us. And as I've said, we have a really good post-study work pathway that may make it easier to stay in New Zealand long term. All of our bachelor's and master's degrees and also postgraduate diploma programs meet the academic eligibility requirements for a 3-year post-study work visa. That's if you're studying face-to-face in New Zealand onshore. And if you are studying a graduate diploma, then you will meet the academic requirements for a 1-year post-study work visa upon graduation. The New Zealand government publishes firstly a website, but secondly an app that you can download on your smartphone called Occupation Outlook. And this, again, gives you a good idea of the subjects that you might want to consider if you are looking to stay in New Zealand long term and you're interested in job opportunities. So you can see the link on this page here. There are 3 indicators when you search by degree subject. Firstly, income, so the amount of money that you will earn. Secondly, tuition fees, the amount of money you'll pay to study that subject. And thirdly, job prospects, so the likelihood of getting a job after graduation. And I've picked out 3 different areas that you might want to consider here. Firstly, engineering. So you can see that engineering professionals have a high income, medium fees, tuition fees, and very good job prospects after graduation. The same goes for computing, so software developers, high income, medium fees, and very good job prospects in New Zealand. And finally, accounting, the same thing, very good income, medium to high fees, but very, very good job prospects. So if you are looking to stay in New Zealand, these are 3 areas that you might want to consider when you come to decide what to study with us. Now, I can't talk and cover everything in this presentation without talking about COVID-19. So you may know that New Zealand has actually dealt with COVID-19 very well. There have been very few cases, very few deaths, but the reason for that is that our borders have been closed since March of last year, and they will be remaining closed, it seems, for the rest of this year also. So visa processing for international student visas, this is not happening. The visas will not be processed until at least February of next year. 2021 intakes will be online. We have an intake coming up in November for a selection of programs, and those programs will be online. And then once our borders do reopen, hopefully next year, then you'll be able to come to New Zealand and continue your studies face to face. We're waiting for further announcements from the New Zealand government as to when that will be, but we're hoping that when the New Zealand population has been fully vaccinated, which should happen by the end of this year, we will start to see the borders open up. So during this time we're accepting provisional and calculated grades. We're also accepting online English tests such as IELTS Indicator and Duolingo, which means you don't need to go to a test centre for an English test. And we're offering full support for online students. So you'll have a dedicated tutor that you can speak to. You'll have all of your lectures recorded so you can access them at the time that suits you, and full IT and online support throughout your online studies. So, to introduce now the University of Waikato, to tell you a little bit more about why you might want to choose Waikato as your study destination. As I've said, we have two campuses, our main campus in Hamilton and our secondary campus in Tauranga, both on the North Island of New Zealand. Hamilton has about 160,000 people, Tauranga about 130,000, so they're quite small cities, but as I say, very safe, very friendly, really nice places to live and to study. We have a total of around 12,000 students and around 2,000 international students, and we have a range of programs, and I've picked out a few important points for our popular programs here. So firstly, our business school, Waikato Management School, has Triple Crown accreditation. So we're accredited by AACSB, EQUIS and AMBA. And these are the three most important business bodies worldwide. Only around 100 universities in the world have this accreditation, so it's really great for your CV. If you're looking to get a job after graduation, having a degree from Waikato Management School, from a Triple Crown accredited management school, will really help you there. We have New Zealand's largest supercomputer and excellent cybersecurity and artificial intelligence facilities. We also have excellent research in that area. We have expertise and commitment to environment and sustainability, including our coastal marine field station in Tauranga. Many of our Olympic athletes trained at the University of Waikato Adams Centre, which is in Tauranga, and you may have seen New Zealand's excellent performance in the Olympics this month, a number of gold medals, and a number of those gold medal winners were University of Waikato graduates who had trained at the Adams Centre. All of our bachelor's degrees and a number of our postgraduate programs include internships and placement opportunities, which means you can get the work experience you need in order to hopefully find the job you're looking for after graduation. And we have study abroad and exchange opportunities, which means you can go and study with one of our university partners overseas for 1 or 2 trimesters during your studies. And then finally, cost. Studying in New Zealand is generally cheaper than many other countries worldwide, and living costs in the smaller cities of Hamilton and Tauranga are cheaper compared to bigger cities such as Auckland, Sydney and Melbourne, and that particularly goes for rental costs when you're looking to find somewhere to live. So you can see Hamilton here. This is Hamilton City. You can see the Waikato River running through. It's a really beautiful green city. It has a very strong student community. We have the University of Waikato and Wintec, which is a polytechnic institution in Hamilton as well. So there are lots of students, and it's a very safe place, very easy to get around. It has everything you need really for your studies. You can see the bridge that goes across the river, and that goes out to our Hamilton campus. It's about a 15-minute bus ride from the city centre to the Hamilton campus, and buses go very regularly, every half an hour, between the city and the campus. And you can see our Hamilton campus here. So again, a beautiful green campus, a really beautiful place to be based for your studies. We have the village green, which is in the middle of the campus. That's really the central meeting point. There are cafes, restaurants, shops and so on. And many students meet there, sit on the grass for lunch and so on. We have halls of residence on our campus. You can see just in the bottom right hand corner of this picture, that's one of our halls of residence, but we actually have 4 halls spread across the campus. So that means you can live on campus and you can walk to your lectures every day. Again, a really safe and friendly place to live. And then our secondary campus in the city of Tauranga. So you can see a really beautiful coastal city. There's lots to see and do. It's a very cosmopolitan lifestyle in Tauranga. Beautiful weather as well. And you can see our Tauranga campus just in the bottom right hand corner of that picture. So this is a new campus that was built in 2019. We offer a selection of programs here in Tauranga. We have high quality teaching, cutting edge research, world class facilities, of course, to be expected from a brand new campus. And Tauranga itself is a fast growing city, actually the fastest growing city in New Zealand. And we offer, as I say, a range of programs, so a selection of programs. The student population is of course quite a bit smaller. Everything is based in our sort of central campus building that you can see in this picture here. So it really again suits students who are looking for that sort of closer, more tight-knit student community. And we are offering a 10,000 New Zealand dollar tuition fee bursary to international students who start their studies in Tauranga. Just because we're looking to attract more international students to come and study with us here. So, moving on now to the programs that we offer, and I've picked out a selection of programs that are popular with international students. You can see a list of our faculties and schools of study on this slide here. And as I say, I'm going to just go through a few programs that you may find interesting. First of all, the Bachelor of Arts. So this is a 3-year degree. It's a very flexible degree. You can choose a wide range of different majors, and you can see a list of all of the majors here, 23 different majors that you can choose from. You can do a single major or a double major, or a major and a minor, depending on what you're interested in. We have 3 intakes, March, July and November. Cost is between 25 and 33,000 New Zealand dollars per year, depending on what you choose. And there are work placement opportunities available with businesses in Hamilton or Tauranga, depending on the major that you choose. Then we have the Bachelor of Business. This is the most popular bachelor's degree we offer for international students. This, as with nearly all of our degrees, is a 3-year bachelor's degree. Intakes in March, July and November. Cost is just over 30,000 New Zealand dollars per year. It's part of our Triple Crown accredited management school, so one of the top % of management schools worldwide. We offer a guaranteed 1 semester workplace internship, so that's 1 day per week for 1 semester of study. And you can see the majors that we offer just down at the bottom of the page here. 9 different majors covering really all areas of business. If you choose the accounting major, then you'll have fast track to qualified chartered accountancy status, and you'll have 9 ACCA exemptions. So many accountants look to gain full ACCA accreditation, and that requires taking 14 ACCA exams and then getting some work experience. But if you study our 3-year Bachelor of Business in accounting, you'll get 9 exemptions from the 14 exams, meaning you'll just need to take 5 more exams after you graduate and get that work experience. And then, of course, if you did want to gain an honours degree, which really kind of leads you into master's degree level study, then you can take the Bachelor of Management Studies, which is an extra year, and that's also available. Then the Bachelor of Science, again similar to the other bachelor's degrees I've talked about, a choice of 12 different majors listed here. Again, there are work experience opportunities available. If you choose the Bachelor of Science Technology option, you'll have 10 weeks of work experience, which is normally paid. Most of our subjects include lab work, field trips, and so on. And the tuition fees are between sort of 30 to 33,000 New Zealand dollars per year. And finally, in terms of bachelor's degrees, we offer the Bachelor of Engineering, and this is a 4-year honours degree. And the reason it's a 4-year degree is that it is an accredited program, and it's recognised in 21 different countries worldwide. So you can work in any of those countries as a chartered or registered engineer upon graduation. And you can see we offer 8 different majors here, so you can choose between the different streams depending on what you're interested in. There are 800 hours of work experience as part of this program in years 2 and 3, and normally that work experience would be paid. So to move on to our master's degrees, this is the most popular master's degree that we offer for international students. It's the Master of Business and Management, the MBM, and it's popular for 3 reasons. The first reason is that it can be completed in 12 months. So you just need to study the program for a 1-year period, and then you will meet the academic eligibility requirements for the 3-year post-study work visa. It's also popular because it includes a guaranteed 1-month internship, so all students will be able to work in a company, a business in Hamilton or Tauranga, and get that work experience that you need for your CV. And thirdly, it's popular because you can get direct entry to this program with a bachelor's degree in any subject. So you don't need to have a business background in order to study on the Master of Business and Management. You can see it's an intensive program, so it has 3 different parts, and each of these parts is normally completed in a 4-week period. So you'll be studying throughout the year across the different areas of business and management, and you can see it covers really a wide range of different areas of business, from digital business to economics to marketing, strategic management, and so on. Then we have the Master of Professional Accounting. This one is a 14-month program. It has intakes in January and November. You can see the total cost is just over 50,000 New Zealand dollars. This one also gives you provisional membership of ACCA, CPA Australia, and CAA NZ, and with the 9 ACCA exemptions that I mentioned before, the same as the Bachelor of Business with the accounting major. This also includes the possibility of a 1-month accounting internship at the end of the program, and this one also doesn't require a background in accounting, so any bachelor's degree, as long as you get the required grade, would be okay for entry into the Master of Professional Accounting. And then moving away from business, we have the Master of Information Technology. This one is a 1 to 1.5 year program, depending on when you start the program. You can see that it also includes a 10-week compulsory paid internship. So as part of your studies, we'll place you in an internship setting and you'll get work experience, which again is really important for your future employment. And you can see that the internship is actually paid, so you'll be paid 5,500 New Zealand dollars for your studies. For your work, sorry. And then you can see also that if you have a computing background, you can complete the program in a shorter period of time. If you don't have a computing background, you can undertake the postgraduate certificate before you start the Master of Information Technology, and then progress onto the program, and that can take between 1.5 to 2 years. You can see it's a very flexible program as well. So you have the internship as a compulsory component, you have a preparation module and the industrial technology and innovation module there as well. And then you have a range of elective papers that you can take. You can choose from a wide range of different areas such as cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, geographic information systems is a specialism as well. And then finally the Master of Science. So this is a research master's degree. Many of the programs that I haven't talked about today that we offer are research degrees, but this is a good example of one. You'd have some taught study at the start of the program, and then towards the end of the program you would write a research dissertation or thesis on an area of your choice. We have access to state-of-the-art laboratories. We collaborate with national and international organisations, and all of that contributes to your research and allows you, hopefully, to get the degree that you're looking for, which should lead into the career that you're hoping to achieve. And again, you can see the different majors that are available in the Master of Science. The programs with the stars next to them, they actually have an option of a research project in collaboration with an industry partner. So again, looking at employability, looking at future plans after graduation. So we also offer PhD study. I won't go into too much detail here, but PhD study is very popular in New Zealand, and the reason is that international students pay domestic fees. So there is a huge amount of interest in PhD study in New Zealand because the cost is so low, which means that it's very, very competitive to get a PhD place. We have 3 application points per year. So that's the end of January, the end of May, and the end of September. And we then assess applications after that point, and we provide the results 2 months later. You don't need to find a supervisor before you apply. We will send all applications that meet our requirements off to the relevant departments, and they will assess them. They have a panel who meets to look at the PhD applications and proposals, and they decide who to offer places to, and they will be able to find you a supervisor if your application does meet our requirements, and we do have the expertise to supervise you. For students who don't meet our entry requirements, then you can study at the University of Waikato College. So this offers English language study, foundation study. We have an international first year for students who don't quite meet our requirements to start the normal first year. International first year students will still progress normally into the second year of a bachelor's degree though. And then we offer a pre-master's program that allows students to enter into a master's degree upon completion. So it's a very nurturing, very friendly place in which to study. We have really good support for students who are studying at the college. There's a great opportunity to mix with domestic students, and also to use all of the university's facilities such as the library and so on. We offer a range of scholarships as well that will help you to help you with the fees for your studies, and you can see in this table a list of all of the scholarships that we offer. The 2 scholarships at the top, these are scholarships we're offering because of COVID-19, and they're actually more fee reductions. So for students who start their studies this year, they are eligible for a 20% discount. For online students, that's a 20% discount for all online study. For students who are onshore in New Zealand, that's a 20% discount for the first 120 points of onshore study. So that's automatically applied at the moment to all students that are starting with us. When our borders reopen, then we will start to offer the other scholarships to students who are overseas, but at the moment the other scholarships listed here are only offered to students who are onshore in New Zealand. So we have the International Excellence Scholarship, which is a fee reduction of up to 20,000 New Zealand dollars. That is based on academic merit. Then we have the International Entrance Scholarship, and that's for students who are leaving school in New Zealand, and again that's up to $10,000 as a tuition fee reduction, but further tuition fee reductions in year 2 and year 3, which can amount to up to $20,000 in total. We have a scholarship for our foundation and diploma programs, and there are various scholarships available there, depending on academic achievement but also financial need. We have the International High Achievement Scholarship, which is for current students who are getting high grades in their studies. So you would need a B+ average, and you'd automatically get a 5,000 New Zealand dollar tuition fee reduction. And we also offer some full scholarships for PhD study. So these are for really exceptional students who have achieved very high grades in their studies and whose research interests really match our expertise. Just before I move on, I should briefly talk about our entry requirements. So we require IELTS of 6 for bachelor's degree, IELTS of 6.5 for master's degree, and for entry to bachelor's degree level study, it really depends on your country and your previous studies at high school and so on. For master's degree, we normally require the equivalent of a B grade average or B- grade average in the New Zealand system in order to progress. So finally, to talk about our halls of residence, we have catered and self-catered halls. As I've said, they're both on campus. Catered halls include food, breakfast, lunch and dinner are provided. You'd always have a private bedroom. In the catered halls you would share a bathroom and normally a living area as well. And the catered halls are really good for undergraduate students, new bachelor's degree students, and for those who maybe want a bit more of an easy life, who don't want to cook their own food. Then we have self-catered halls, and these are popular with international students, particularly mature students. Again, you'd have a private bedroom, and you would sometimes share a bathroom. We do have some options with private bathroom as well. You'd also share a living area and a kitchen. And you can see the costs here, so it kind of varies depending on the hall of residence that you choose, but you can see the cost per week, obviously quite a bit higher for the catered halls because that includes all of your food and your bills. So thank you very much for listening to me today. That's the end of my presentation. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me, and I hope you enjoy all of the other presentations and activities we have going on for the virtual open day. You can see my contact details at the bottom of the page, and my phone number. If you want to contact me, you can add me on WhatsApp and ask me any questions that you have. But for now, I'm going to leave you there. Have a great day and hope to see you at the University of Waikato soon. Thank you.